there, my name is Lucy Simic from Finetune Pilates, and this video is on moving from a balanced pelvis. So if you have, any rotations or shifts, you might want to go to those videos first because you want to make sure that you're already very centered before you do these strengthening exercises, all right? So what you might need is a towel and you might need a pillow. You might not, but just have them there just in case. So you're going to lie on your back. If you need the pillow, you can use it right away under your head. And then if you have enough shoulder flexibility, ideally you want to bring your fingertips to your lower back, your lumbar spine, just to make sure your back doesn't move, even a millimeter, okay? If you don't have that, you're going to fold the towel to give yourself a little bit of support so you can feel that natural curve in your back, and you're going to maintain that pressure into the towel. What will happen sometimes is you're going to lift your leg and your back is going to lift up, and we don't want that. We want to really keep the abdominals, keeping the back really still, okay? So I'm going to keep the towel here for now. So you're keeping your back really straight, centered, and you're going to go ahead and float one knee up and then float the other knee up, and you're going to go ahead and tap one foot down. Nothing changes in your back. You might want to feel your back lifting up. You're not going to let it, and you're going to exhale as you do this. You're going to exhale the leg down and back up and inhale at the top. We're going to do 3 on each side. Exhale and bring it back, and exhale and back. You're going to think of the leg going and the belly going away from each other. So you're drawing down as the leg goes away. That was 3. So to progress, you're going to dip the foot a little bit further away. So you're going to reach away and back. And what I'm really trying not to do is do this, right? And 2 more each side. And 1 more. Exhale. And then to progress, we're going to straighten the leg on the exhale, lower it down only as far as you can keep the back still. Draw it back in. Inhale. Exhale the other leg out. Lower it down and bring it back in. 2 more each side. Exhale the leg up and down and bring it back. Inhale. Exhale the leg up and down and in and inhale. 1 more each side. Exhale up and down and bring it back. Inhale, exhale up, down, bring it back, inhale. You can hug the legs together, press your inner thighs together about 10-20%, and we do this with both legs now. So you're thinking of the belly drawn back as the legs go down and back up. It doesn't have to go all the way, only to where you feel nothing moving in your low back. The pressure on the towel stays the same. And then a little bit further, maybe not all the way, I can't go that far, some of you might. And then same thing, the legs go up and exhale down, and that's all I can do today. And up and down and back in, and exhale up and down and back in. And then lower the feet down. You're going to take the towel out. You might take the pillow out because we're going to bridge. You're going to reach your arms long. You're going to find that heel sitting bone connection. We want to work those low glutes. You're going to float your pelvis up. And you can bring your fingers to your hip points. And you're going to go ahead and stand into one leg. Nothing shifts in the hip points. You're going to float the other leg up and bring it back down. And then changing sides. If you have a dowel, you might be able to put it across the hips. That could also help you. Because what we don't want to do, we're just going to do 3 on each side. What we don't want to do is lift one leg and let the hip go down. We want to keep that really stable. We're working under the sitting bones. The low glutes, the upper hamstrings, One more. And then you roll back down. And then we come to our side. If you need a pillow here, you can go ahead and give yourself a bigger pillow. I just use my arm. And we want to keep both sides of the side seams of your body the same. So you're going to stack your hips, and maybe there's a little space under. And you're going to stabilize. And you're going to just open the top knee up and back down for our clams. Just 3. And then you progress. You bring the whole leg up and back down. And you're looking for this distance to stay the same. Sometimes we like to lift our leg with our waist muscles, and we really want to use those hip muscles instead. And then from there, you're going to just hover the leg, hip height. You want to bring your hands to your lumbar spine, your low back, and you're going to bring the leg forward. Nothing changes in the back. And then especially here, as the leg goes back, there's a tendency to want to arch our backs to bring the leg further back, and you're going to really draw the belly in. Make sure the back isn't moving as you send the leg back. And you bring it forward and back. And just 3 of each. And then you lower it down, and we just flip over to the other side. Same thing. Lifting and lowering. A little ladybug can crawl under your low waistline. And then the whole leg goes up, and it goes down, and up, and then you hover the leg. You bring your hand behind your low back so nothing moves. You bring the knee forward, creasing in that hip, and then you send the leg back and drawing the belly back to make sure the spine doesn't start to arch forward. And the leg goes forward, and it goes back, and one more, forward, and it goes back. And then you lower the legs, and you come to your stomach. So you can take the pillow and put it under your forehead. I like to do that because I have kind of a pointy nose. And then from there, you're going to just bring your fingers to your hip points, and you're going to go ahead and draw the abdominals up. So I'm stabilizing my low back here. And then from there, I'm not shifting my hips side to side, so the pressure stays the same on my hip points. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and flex the left foot, straighten the knee. I don't want to be bending and working my hamstrings here. That's the next exercise. I really want to get into those low glutes, like right at the very top of the leg where it meets the hip point. And then from there, your sitting bone. And then from there, you're going to go ahead and lift the leg up and back down. And just checking in that you're not externally rotating. The toes stay pointing down. And one more on that side. And then from there, you're going to just lift it 3/4 of the way up, and you can just lift it up 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down, other side. Flexing the right foot, straightening the knee, floating, drawing the abdominals in, floating the leg up, and then you lower it down, and you float it up, and you lower, and you lift, and you lower, and then you lift 3/4 of the way, and then little bounces. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Then you're going to bring your hands near your shoulders, and you're going to go ahead. I have a very flexible low back, so I tend to overarch here. What you're going to do, you might do the same, but what you're going to do is you're going to lift your abdominals up. And I don't want you to tuck your glutes. I really want you to think of lifting your belly up so you're very supported here from your core. So maybe just your pubic bone is on the ground. And then from there, you're going to go ahead. Now we're working the hamstrings. So you're going to bend the left knee and straighten. Nothing changes in the back. I don't want the leg to kind of sink the low back. You're going to really feel this in the abdominals and see how they're working as your stabilizers here for your low back. One more each side. keep lifting forward and up with your pubic bone. And then from there, you're ready to do things like planks and quadruped position. So you can go ahead and come into a hands and knees quadruped position. And then from there, you're going to stabilize. You're engaging those same muscles, and you're just sliding one leg out and the opposite arm. And then you're just going to go ahead and lift them up and back down. And just checking in, you might take a look down and make sure that the leg isn't turning out, the toes are pointing down, so that you really feel it here where your sitting bone is. Sometimes these upper glutes get in the way. And you're just going to go ahead and think of that inner thigh lifting up in the back. And then bringing the arm and leg back in and sliding the other leg and arm. And just checking in that you're not lifting your shoulder from up here. You're kind of scooping under here. So this is going down to slide. And you tap it down and you float it back up. And tap. And that was 3. So you're going to bring your hands and knees underneath you. And then you can continue with those 3 more on each side, or we can go into a plank. So if you're with me, you're going to go ahead and send one leg back and then the other, and you're going to float one leg up and just do a little calf stretch and back. And other side, calf stretch and back. And you switch and back. And you switch and back. One more each side and back and switch and back. Bend the knees. And you're all done. Thanks for watching.